AI. Is it good? Is it bad? Should I use it in my language learning? I'm here to answer your question and give you some tips because you know what? I love AI and it helped me a lot and I embraced it already and I like it so much. I can't live without it at this point. It's a miracle at this point. It's a miracle, guys. You need to use it if you're not using it. And I'm going to tell you how to use it, which AI to use, and I'm going to also go through the different skills, mainly the productive skills or the output skills, which are writing and speaking, because that's the beauty of AI. It allows you to get corrections on the things that you're producing, which is the biggest problem because in reality, without AI, we would need someone who knows the language, a native speaker or a teacher to correct our texts or what we say. First of all, which AI to use? For me, I use ChatGPT. That's all I use. I don't think much of it. There's ChatGPT. I like it. I use it. It gets the work done, okay? If you're used to other like chatbots or like other AI models, then use them. It's okay. You can use them. You can use Gemini. You can use DeepSeek. I sometimes use those also to get some second thoughts on what I'm like you can't just trust ChatGPT, you know? But yeah, that's it. Mostly I just use ChatGPT. I use it in everything, not just in language learning, like in every aspect of my life, in my studies, in my daily life. What should I cook? Like, for example, now I have like toothache and I asked him and he was my go-to person and I really appreciate that. Off topic, going back to the topic, go back to the topic. Okay, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, so which AI to use? ChatGPT. OpenAI didn't pay me, okay? So yeah. Moving on to the skills. Now, to be honest, for listening and reading, it doesn't bring that much to the table, to be honest, because those I would encourage you to practice them elsewhere, like on YouTube, or basically like read anything, any text you find, just read it. For the productive skills like speaking, writing, it is a gem, okay? I'm going to show you how to use it. First of all, we start with speaking. Speaking, what I do is actually, I basically chat with it. Now that it has the voice feature, you can basically chat with it and it's getting more and more accurate and more, it's just developing every day. At this point, it is actually comparable to humans, to be honest. Not gonna lie. You can actually discuss things with ChatGPT. And yeah, do it. So what I do is when I'm doing like cooking or doing things, I just turn the heck of it on and start discussing. When I'm on my way, I'm literally, when I'm on my way going somewhere, like walking, I grab my phone like this. It's like I'm sending voice messages, okay? But I'm actually chatting with ChatGPT. So what I do is I say something, I put it on my ears, I hear the response. And here's the catch. What you need to do is to prompt it in order to correct you when you say something wrong. That's the beauty of it, okay? We don't want to just speak, because if you speak without warning it, without prompting it to correct you, it would not, okay? It will keep speaking and being nice to you, okay? We don't want that. It's a bit of a headache sometimes because a lot of the times ChatGPT is too dumb, okay? It forgets immediately that it needs to correct you. If you notice that it's not correcting you or it's not correcting the whole sentences, then you need to just like remind it again. Yeah, it's yeah, we don't want to pay for tutors, right? Now you're speaking to it, it's correcting you, that's all you need, okay? Now you have someone to communicate to. Second skill is the writing. Let's talk about writing. So what I do is, whenever I write a text, if you prefer handwriting, then it's not going to help you that much. Even though I think you can take a picture of it and upload it to ChatGPT and it will kind of like recognize the text and give you the correction, but it's better if you do it on your laptop or on your phone. You just write the text that you want to write, and yeah, you just like upload it to it, and it will literally just like correct the text. Now it depends on you. If you want it to just correct the grammatical errors, then yeah, you can do that. Or you can tell it to kind of like polish the text and give you a more natural sounding text, structurally beautiful text, okay? It helps a bunch when you have language test and you have the writing section. It helps a lot because you can just tell it that, okay, I'm actually preparing for the test. The text needs to be academically structured, whatever, you know the drill. Write the text, paste it into ChatGPT, and tell it to change whatever you want it to change. Give you some tips. What did you do wrong? It will list the things that you did wrong, and you should work on those things, okay? If you do that more frequently into the same like chat, then it will basically learn you and know which things that you need to work more on as you. So you get basically personalized tips, personalized advice. Yeah. Now moving on to vocab and grammar, and also I also want to talk about natural sounding of the language. Okay, go into vocab. How do I use it with vocab? So you have a word. This word, you learned it while reading or listening, okay? While getting some input, okay? You get the word, you create a new chat in ChatGPT, and you name it, don't name it, whatever. You create a new chat and you prompt it. You tell it to kind of like, okay, I'm gonna give you some words. I'm gonna give you the word. You're gonna give me a very simple and quick definition of the word and some examples, okay? Now you did that, we'll give you basically what you asked it to give. That's pretty much it. You did it. What I usually do is copy those and put them into into Anki. I use Anki for my flashcards. If you want to use flashcard, use it. If you don't, whatever. You got the word, you got the definition, you got the examples. You're set. Now, moving on to grammar. Grammar, you basically how I use it with grammar. I also kind of like create a new chat for the grammar, and where I basically prompt it or to kind of like correct grammatically correct whatever I write. Okay, so basically whenever I'm doing life, okay, and I actually wanted to say something and I said it, and then I was not sure if it was grammatically correct or not. I just give it to chat. I write it and it will basically correct it. Second use of this is not just correcting the grammar, but also making it better, more natural, making it sound fluent, okay? Making it sound native. How do native people say that? Okay, just give it to ChatGPT, correct the heck of it, and give me better sounding variations of that whatever sentence I gave you, okay? That's literally it. So mostly, yeah. So that was basically mostly how I use ChatGPT in my daily life. I surely, like, sometimes I use it differently in different ways, but this is basically the main things that you can revolutionize with ChatGPT, okay? So now what you're gonna do is open your 5 new chats. First one, writing. Second one, speaking. Third one, vocab. Fourth one, grammar. And fifth one, natural sounding. You can combine these two, okay? And you're set to go. Now you know how to use it, okay? Thank me later. This is just my way of using it. Other people use it in different ways, maybe better than mine. I don't know. I know that there are those language models, like AI models, specifically for language learning. but I don't like things to be chaotic. I just like ChatGPT. I'm used to it. So that's what I use. As I said, I sometimes also get some different opinions, but disclaimer, not everything that comes out of ChatGPT's mouth is correct, okay? It can be wrong. It can sometimes say some really, really dumb things. If sometimes you're like a bit suspicious, you better go look into a dictionary or ask a native, something like that, whatever. Or ask another AI chatbot, but please. I'm not encouraging you to use them. If you're able to get a tutor, then do it. I'm not gonna. Humans are way better than AI. This is just how I use it and how you can also use it. And if this vid helped you, please subscribe. It helps a lot, and you can also like it and comment, please. I really like your comments. If you have like a negative comment, then you can keep it. Just kidding. You can comment. You can comment whatever you want, but also make sure to subscribe because it's a new channel, you know. And yeah, that's it. Bye, guys. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I seem and sound like I'm not mentally stable, but trust me, I am mentally stable. Yeah, that's it. See you in the next video. Bye.